I've removed my mic because she will chew on it. But this is my doggy. Her name is Ewok. She's a puppy. Is it too bright for you? Let's hug her. She likes to smell her own but she's really smart and really sort of chill and calm. Why are you saying hi? Crusty Dusty. Hi. There's still an issue with the camera, but it's getting resolved and I can't see you right now, but I hope that everything that is meant to be recorded is being recorded right now, including the audio. Hi, I'm Colleen and I'm a person. I like to read and I like to write, but I do whatever on this channel. And today, I will be the first to admit that I have already started reading holiday romance books. And I have done the shameful thing and created a separate TBR for December, and I'm already starting right now. Actually, a few days ago, I already started. It's a bit early, but I really wanted to get a lot of holiday romance books. I was just in the mood for it, actually. And I didn't do this last year. I did it the year before, but I didn't do it last year. So I do have some books that were first published last year that I'm just getting around to now. I have notes over on this side magically, and I'm going to be staring over there a lot. First book that I already read is Scrooge and the Girls Next Door by, oh my god, I forgot the author. Sorry, author, but I'm going to be putting it somewhere. Scrooge and the Girls Next Door. It's very festive. It's an enemies to lovers sort of book, and they have a neighbor war going on, festive neighbor war. The guy, as the title may suggest, is a bit of a recluse, kind of a Martian actually. He sort of thinks like a Martian sometimes, which I found really funny. He thought of like people as if he wasn't one, and sort of viewed everything like human behavior as if he was an outsider, which was really funny. He was a bit of a Karen, which was also a bit annoying, but also really funny. The romantic development of the story was a bit slow. Their feelings sort of edged slowly towards full-on liking with every push and pull, with every like, your move. But I still really enjoyed it to the point where I didn't even register that it was already like eating up a lot of chapters, because it was pretty funny that they were arguing over Christmas decorations and stuff. Apart from an enemies to lovers, this is also a single parent trope where the female MC is the single parent and she has this kid who is a snowflake, and I thought how the kid was written was really charming, and I love that she was smarter than how everyone else perceived her. So with this book, I really enjoyed it, but I did have a few like notes, and one of these is that, because apart from the three mains, the other characters, they sort of didn't feel as hashed out as they could have been, and I would have loved if all the other like minor characters got some sort of development too, because some of the characters like the brother and the brother-in-law and all these other family members were involved, but they sort of felt flat. Involved but not involved. I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah, I would have loved more hashed out characters. Another note that I have for this, it was a pro a few sentences ago, and now it's a bit of a con too. The realization of their feelings came a bit late. Well, not a bit, really late, because it was like, I love you, roll credits. I would have liked if it came a bit earlier so they could resolve it more fully or more thoroughly. As I said, it's really festive, so I really enjoyed it because, as I said, I'm very much in the mood for it. But if we're going by normal standards for like rating books, I would give it 3 stars. It was neither here nor there. But in terms of how festive it was, I would give it a 4. My notes are projected on my TV because I am a problem solver. So the second holiday romance that I read is Snowed In by Catherine Walsh. It was a really good book for me. It had a lot more plot. I'm not saying that holiday romances are shallow, but they're sort of more fluffy than normal because it's supposed to be festive and it's supposed to be Christmassy and light and, feel good. That's why I have a different standard for holiday romances usually. But I found that Snowed In had a really well thought out plot. Both the mains, Christian and Megan, had sharp, sort of understated senses of humor, and it was a lot of quick-witted quips that had me dying. They were both very sarcastic, so their exchanges were so entertaining, and yeah, I really enjoyed that. This book is a fake dating trope, and romance-wise, I liked that the conflict remained around them rather than between them. Around them as in, like, there was this ex-fiance issue and she was a bit of a pariah issue and all these other circumstances, but the circumstances surrounded them. It wasn't like between them, as in one doubting the other's feelings or like questioning whether what was real or what wasn't. And yeah, I really liked that when they knew, it was pretty clear to both of them and there wasn't much debate. Okay, so one of the notes that I had for this book is that it was set in Ireland, right? And it didn't really feel like Irish, if that makes sense. I don't know, but I read, I'm going to compare it to Morbidly Yours because that was also set in Ireland and I could feel the vibes in the imagery and I just felt like it was a bit of a wasted opportunity to set it in Ireland and then have the characters just going to each other's houses and then a cabin. I didn't really feel the Ireland feel much. And I would have loved if it was more present in the imagery. Another note, it's not very festive. The timeline is around Christmas time. But as I said, writing-wise, it wasn't very festive. It could pass off for an all-year-round fake dating, a normal fake dating. It didn't really have much of the fluffy, feel-good, Christmassy vibes that I was hoping for. Lastly, the epilogue in this book, it was about other people. I understand that this is part of a series, and I didn't read yet the first book in the series, but I did sort of guess the characters that were involved in that first book. They were also present in this book, and the epilogue was more about them than the main characters. The main characters sort of felt like supporting characters when it was time for the epilogue. I understand that people who are following the series sort of want to see a culmination to that first story, but yeah, I would have loved if the epilogue was about the characters that are involved in the majority of this book. Overall, a grand read still, and a festivity. I spat a little bit. If we're considering festive vibes, I would give it a 2. But if we're rating based on the normal standards, I would give it a 4 because it's a really good story and I really enjoyed it. And yeah, you could read this any time of the year though. That was shorter because I have not read much. I'm currently reading A Very Merry Bromance. I have not finished it yet, so I'm not gonna rate it yet. But it's I don't know what it is yet, actually. It hasn't developed that much yet, but he's a country star and she's a lawyer who is also an heiress. And I think it's fake dating, but I'm not sure yet. I will briefly go through the books that are on my TBR. The first one is Faking Christmas. Why do I keep spitting at you guys? I'm sorry. Just very quickly, I'm going to go through my TBR with you guys. If you've already read one of these books and it sucks, please tell me so that I can avoid, because I don't want to get hurt.
Because I'm just looking for some cozy Christmassy vibes, and that's supposed to be safe and happy. And
the first one is Faking Christmas by Carrie Winfrey, and I'm assuming it's a fake dating. The second one is Bright Lights Big Christmas by Mary Kay Andrews. I forgot the title, but I believe that the year before last, or I could be wrong, but I believe that she has one other Christmas book that really did well previously, but I didn't read it, but I remember seeing hype around that book. I forgot. If I remember the title, I'm going to put it there. The next one is Clause and Effect by Piper Brain, and I don't know what this is about yet. I think it's forced proximity. I think it's forced proximity. I believe he's a brainer and she's a baker, and they're on a road trip. I'm not sure yet what to make of it because I haven't read it. If you already read it, give a girl a heads up.
if you can, if you want to, but you don't have to, no pressure.
The next one is also called Faking Christmas. This one is by Cindy Steele, and I'm also assuming that it's also fake dating. I'm really into the fake dating trope right now, apparently. I did find a list on like Goodreads of Christmas or holiday releases for this year. But yeah, I haven't updated my TBR to include those because I like to read the blurb, and if the blurb catches my eye, that's when I look more into it, I guess. I will be checking in with you guys again as soon as I read more of these holiday romances, so that if you haven't read some of these, I can sort of give you a heads up. I hope you enjoyed this video, and like, comment, subscribe if you want to, and I will see you guys next time.